We are ready to go. Well, welcome. Should I call you Smoltog?
You can call me Isabel or B. I don't really care.
Isabel.
Smoltog's a little awkward,
All
but I do
right.
call everyone by their tags anyway because I don't know anyone's names.
I know, right? Well, someone on our team is named Rizzle, and it's like
Oh,
it's so much better than his real human name that we just call him that all the time, even in person.
true, true.
Oh man, I
Sometimes the names are more fun.
where did Smoltog come from?
It's funny. So I had like a different name before when I made my account, and my photography mentor bet me $20 if I would change my name to Small Photographer, and I shortened it to Smoltog, and it kind of just stuck because it's short and you can pronounce it, and it's like okay, it works.
That's great. Well, I'm Josh, and I'm the artist for Fly Frogs, and my wife is our dev, and then we have a couple other people on our team. And I love just hearing about and seeing other artists and their process, and also about new NFT projects that are launching, especially amphibious ones. I'd love to hear a little bit more about yourself and what sort of art or photography you do, and then also about how and why you're getting into this cool frog NFT project.
All right, so goodness, loaded question. So I guess so I'm a student in New York City. I've always done art, like illustration, painting, all forms of drawing, digital, physical or otherwise. And I started photography in like 2018 because I was formerly a model, and I was just kind of tired of not being able to take my own photos, so I decided to get a cheap camera and start. But yeah, so NFTs, I've been doing NFTs for maybe like 2 years now, just like one out of ones and just playing around. And the frogs came pretty random because I was redrawing a meme I saw where someone found like a really funny shirt in like a thrift shop that had like a little frog in the corner and had these like word art type captions that said, I exist without my consent. And I just thought it was really funny and random. So I drew that. But the frog ended up looking really cute. And I isolated that one asset. And my friends told me I should probably, make a project out of it. So that's how that came about. But yeah, I'm just kind of chilling. I thought make something really cool and fun and aesthetic, and just kind of chill with everybody, make a cool community, and build off of that.
Cool. Have you been into NFTs for a while now, or?
Yeah, like I would say maybe like 2 years, give or take. Started during the pandemic. I was already into art and stuff, so that part wasn't new. Just the technology was kind of new to me. So there's that, and now I'm doing work with prop, and they're super fun. They're an awesome team. Lots of cool stuff coming.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I saw. Well, 2 years is a while. I was looking at your cockroaches. Right, you have a collection of cockroaches.
Yeah, I was just having fun, and I was like, I think it was mostly because I found like a water bug or something in my apartment, and I was like, wow, how NYC roaches and all that fun stuff in my teeny tiny apartment. So I decided to just have fun with it, and those were all like hand drawn. Like there was no generation involved with that. I just did it offhand because I didn't understand how generatives worked, but it's okay.
And you just did them right on OpenSea.
Yeah, yeah, I just posted them one by one, sort of thing.
Cool.
But it's kind of one of those like joke accounts and whatnot.
I was looking at the descriptions. They're funny.
Yeah, I was just playing around with it. I thought it was a funny idea, because because at the time it was like one out of one collectibles. The age of Lorona and pixel cats and all that stuff before moon cats came along. That was the first generative that I ever heard of was the moon cats, and that was so freaking cool. I wonder where they are now.
Yeah, I've heard people talk about them. I wasn't even around in the NFT world back then.
Yeah, no, it was really fun because they had a little website and it was really cute and it was just like, oh, like, a spaceship has landed and there's these cats that need homes. Adopt a moon cat. So it was like the theme was like a rescue of these, alien cats in fun colors. I had there's actually a collection before that. It was like the OG like pixelated cat collection. It was by Chrissy Glass. It was just called Pixel Cats. They're really cute. I own two of them, and I love Christy, and we traded some like art and stuff after that because I was just obsessed. They're just so cute, and she does a lot of cool like Decentraland like events, and she's really cool, very inspiring in the space.
Cool. What programs do you like to use when you're drawing? Either the frogs or other stuff.
I usually default to Procreate, even when like editing my photos. I kind of tend to lean towards Procreate because it's easier to manipulate and it's kind of easier to learn than Photoshop. Like, I know Photoshop, but I don't like it.
Oh,
So I got like an iPad in 2020 because I wanted to do more digital drawing. And also for my work, I needed something that would be easy to edit, like logos and files and stuff on. So that's what I mainly used it for. And Procreate was just like the best app for an iPad Pro. So I ended up really enjoying it.
wow, even for photos. That's cool. Yeah, I know a lot of people who do drawing with Procreate on iPads. It seems a lot of NFT projects are doing that as well.
Yeah, it's just so easy.
Ha! We got some people commenting, cockroaches. I want in on that project.
Well,
Date.
they're
What else do we have
somewhere
here?
around OpenSea.
Date me, Smoltog.
Oh my
I
goodness.
know you look like a purple frog. Who wouldn't want to date a purple frog?
Heck
I
yeah.
mean, my wife Molly
Um,
Molecules here. She's a purple frog.
is she?
Yep.
Yeah.
Um,
So cute. Purple's a good color, you know?
so tell me a little more about your photography and why
So,
and
like,
and
what part of it? Like, just what type of photography?
yeah, like
Or,
what type of camera do you use? And I mean, I would have assumed you'd do a NFT photography. Are you into NFT photography projects at all?
Yeah, I drop little like small batches in on OpenSea. It's called From New York with Love. I take pictures of, women and non-binary people from, all around New York. And I really like capturing them in like a cinematic way. I feel like it's a little different from some of the portraits that are selling in the space nowadays. But and I give my models a cut of all the NFT sales because they deserve to eat too. They're like an entire half of the project. I think it's very sad that people don't want to make these huge amounts of money off of photos they sell of their models and then don't want to pay them or even ask them if they want their face to be sold as an NFT. I think later on, they're definitely going to establish NFTs as like a commercial use basis. And, people have already been like sued in California because they're, selling pictures of their face without consent and without a contract in place. So, I think it's gonna change pretty soon, at least in the next year, since there's been a rise in like NFT photography sales. Um, but yeah, I just think I like to capture pretty women and non-men of all shapes and sizes and colors and backgrounds and everything. So that's just, it's nothing too like, serious and no thesis to it, but that.
That's very cool. You know that I never thought about that, giving them. the model some of the money. The blockchain technology should totally enable that, where like whenever the royalties should be split between the wallets of the creator and the model. That's very cool to think about.
Yeah, I think the issue is that a lot of models don't know about NFTs, and people go behind their back and sell a
Oh,
photo for $100,000 and don't even tell them.
oh wow.
There's a very popular photographer in the space that sold a photo for $100,000, and he didn't give his model a cut until she threatened to sue him. So it's really sad that models have to fight for their money. They already have to fight for money from their agencies. Some don't pay their models until up to like 9 months after the shoot. There's a lot of sketchy stuff happening, you know. So I'm trying to be part of that. The original sentiment of cutting out the middleman for artists. Cut out the middleman for models. And I think agencies know they're dying anyways, because we have social media and Instagram for advertising and marketing models. It's very easy to get gigs just by having an Instagram and posting pictures of your face. Oops, sorry, that's like a dog. But it's very interesting watching it unfold.
Cool. So tell me just a little more about your project, like when you're launching, and some more details about it, and how it's been so far.
Oh, okay. So we are dropping May 17th to 19th. 17th is Free Mint, which is like, the team and some partners, because as a thank you. The 18th is the green list, which is the whitelist, but we thought green list was a more appropriate term. And then public mint is after that, and that will be so that the list is almost full. So it will mainly be like if someone decided to only mint one frog instead of two, like those will carry over to public mint, so other people can have a shot at them. So that's how that's going to work. It's going to be 7,777 frogs. The mint price is 0.077 Ethereum. We love matching numbers. They're so nice. Yeah. So as far as like roadmap and stuff, or we call it the toad map. We did some like very general list, like bullet points on our Discord. But we can talk about that more in like detail, because what I plan to do is we're setting aside, I think we decided on a 25% treasury, which will go back into the Frog brand. And we really want to add more like gaming elements to the collection and keep expanding the contract, because props is awesome, and they have this cool contract where you can kind of add layers to it, and you can like new mints, little events and games that way. It should be really fun. And on top of that, we're looking at maybe starting to pair with props for like almost like a Shark Tank type setup, because we really want to use some of the money we've earned for this project to fund women, non-binary people, and jumpstart their projects that way. Because I feel like there's so much wasted potential when someone has amazing art and just can't find a developer, doesn't have the money to like pay for some of this stuff, like running a Discord is a lot of work, paying someone to set it up is a lot of work. So we really want to help on that end, especially like me being a woman. I'm like, it was so hard to find someone that would give me any knowledge about developing and what companies do what, so we want to be that open resource for people who need it or historically haven't been able to have it. So it's our plan.
Yeah, tell me more about like your developer and how you found them, and what they're up to.
So my developer is props, specifically, Bitcoin ski. and one of my developers' name is Ombra. He's linked. Oops, sorry, I just hear a lot of buttons moving. He's linked in our Discord as part of the Lily Pal team. Honestly, they are so awesome. So props is newly formed as a business now, but their four founders are the developers of Woodies and Deadfellas. Oh, and Boss Beauties. So they have a lot of awesome like projects under their belt, and then also some of the historic mints with Domino's Music. That those were so awesome. They have so much under their belt in terms of like, projects that are unique and groundbreaking. And honestly, it's just the start. Like based on some of the conversations I've had with them recently, like there's new types of contracts we're working on. There's lots of different projects, and then obviously I leaked the little Shark Tank type thing we want to do, because we know it can be hard to sneak through because developers are so high in demand right now. They've been so nice. Like, I love like my team. They're so cool to talk with, and they're very open to ideas, and they really want to like make sure your vision is how you want it. So, honestly, just a rock star team of people. Highly recommend if anyone's looking at like, making a project, like they have a form and everything you can fill out and pitch your project to them. It's like some of the coolest like people I've met. Uh, Aside from, all my friends on Twitter, these guys have been a lifesaver, especially figuring out Discord. I have no clue how some of this stuff works.
Have you come up with a good pun name for the Shark Tank yet? Should it be the Frog Tank or the?
I was gonna call it just the frog pond, or like I don't know if we're gonna make it specific to frog NFTs or we're just gonna make it an all around props event. And obviously I would be involved. And we want to get like a super diverse panel for curation. So I don't believe, obviously they will get final say, but they trust, myself and some of the other team members to bring them some cool projects. We really want to make sure this is fair, and we bring forth like the best and fresh new ideas. So
Hey, maybe,
it's
maybe I
really
should be
gonna
one
be
of the
fun.
judges. I'm a frog. I should be on the frog judge council. I'll be like Kevin. I'll be like Kevin O'Leary on the show.
Oh yeah, yeah. Representing the frog, of course. So many cool frog projects recently. We're trying to get together with Froggy Friends to do a little space. You guys should definitely hop in, and we just have like a frog themed party because we're gonna share some lo-fi that we have in the works, and Froggy Friends also has lo-fi. So I don't know what their lo-fi sounds like, but we have froggy sounds in the lo-fi, so it'll be really good vibes, I feel. So I used to work in the exotic pet trade, and I really like frogs, and that's why I have ungodly fun facts about frogs that nobody asked for. But that's why I'm always like dropping fun facts. They're like, "Why do you know this?"
What?
It's like,
Drop a
don't you
few.
don't want
I
to
want
know?
to. I want to hear. Drop a couple right now.
All right. Depending on pollution and the needs of the colony, frogs can change their genders and sometimes have both organs, reproductive organs. Those are so fun fact. Um, yeah. Oh, what else? What have I learned the most from Web3? Oh goodness. What I've learned from Web3, that's a hard one because I've learned positive things and negative things. Mostly positive, but I guess for positive, I've learned how you can innovate art, and also how copyright, especially with intellectual property is changing with the invention of, the blockchain technology. Not invention, but popularization of, you know, blockchain technology.
How long do
Um,
frogs live?
oh goodness, it depends on what kind of frog we're talking. Some can live very long, especially like I think the African giant frog lives a long time. They all kind of live, the same amount of time.
Yeah, since starting this project, I've been really amazed to find find and connect with all the people who just love frogs. It's really cool. And some one time we had the frog charity we donated to. He came into the Discord and was making frog sounds. It was awesome. So there's just so many
Oh
great
my God.
people who love frogs around the world, and it's just really been fun to connect with these people. Through the NFT space.
That's awesome.
So
Um,
how's your NFT journey been so far? Anything unexpected or cool that's gone on, or as your
I mean, I definitely didn't expect the interest in, amphibians in the space. That was a really good turnaround. What else did I say? I guess it's been like really interesting seeing where I'm going with my NFT journey because I really didn't expect any of this stuff. I just kind of listed things like, oh, what the heck, why not? Maybe someday someone will buy my photos. And it's developed into me doing these frogs. And, I even got a job offer out of it. And I was like, wow, I did not see my life going this way, but I guess that's what we're doing.
So thanks for jumping from your pond over to our pond.
It was a nice visit.